What's good, YouTube? Minasteel here, and today's video, they have just released, at the time of this recording, the Secluded Springs trailer that's coming out actually a week from now. Yes, the App Store kind of like spoiled it all. Not all of it, but basically what was going to be in it. They announced like the 3 EX for the Legendary Beast. Also that there was going to be a Melodic. We also saw the Latios and Latios. And then shortly, like later in the day, the Korean Pokemon YouTube, I think, released the entire trailer. Similar to how it got leaked for Wisdom Sea Sky. Nonetheless, I always wait until I could read the cards myself because sometimes the translations are off. Nonetheless, let's get right into the trailer and see what what we already know, or either confirm what we know or see what we were like just incorrect, right? So let's get right into it. I guess as always, please consider subscribing. We're either at 1,000 when you're watching this or very close, so I appreciate every single one of y'all. All right. Okay, so we saw this in the App Store, right? Secluded Springs. Interested on like the addition of the hold up, the addition of like Gen 3 stuff. But okay, here we go with Suicune EX. Legendary Pulse. Okay, at the end of your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active draw card, that basically got translated correctly. There was some like, does it have to be in the active? Does it not? I'm glad it does have to be in the active, because you imagine you just play like a holo deck or something with all 3 beasts, and then you just have like, you're drawing 3 cards at the end of your turn. 4 if you have like multiple Suicunes or something. So yeah, Crystal Waltz, 2 Water Energy, 20x. This attack does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon. So technically, you could technically guarantee that you're always gonna hit for 60 at least, but it caps out at 120. Personally, I think it's a little underwhelming. Well, does it punish certain decks more than others? Yes, technically it punishes like EV decks, but you're not even like one-shotting an Espeon or nothing. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully I'm like wrong when I say like these cards are like whatever, but yeah. All right, we got Mantike, a Magby / Pichu for just water. I guess we'll look forward to the 1-star of that. Yeah. Okay, we got Slow King, which is discard up to 2 tool cards from your hand. Okay, I think in the translation it was just like discard 2 of them, so I wasn't sure. I personally, when I read the translation, I'm pretty sure I assumed that it was just like discarding them from like your Pokemon on your board. Discarding from hand makes a little more sense, makes it a little more usable for sure. Also makes it where I guess the cap is still however many you have, right? I guess it goes from the cap being 200 to you could discard as many as you need. Granted, there's no Pokemon above it yet. But yeah, it does 50 per. Okay, so and then this was I just looked over and I was like, there's no way, right? There is a way. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Put all Pokemon tools found there. Okay, so this is like the 1-2 punch right there. Traveling Merchant. I think the translation said items. So I thought it was going to be insane. Like, imagine you add all the Pokeballs that you have on top of the deck. It being tools makes a lot more sense. Also, it works perfectly with Slowking, right? And the fact that you just pitch from your hand. So, obviously, this is a 1-2 punch. Will it be meta relevant? It can be. It's sort of like the McCargo of this set. That's what it feels like. But for solo battles, I can't wait. It's going to be a solo battle hit for sure. Melodic. Well, I guess we could technically read it there, but let me see. Beautiful art, by the way, for Melodic. Healing Ripples. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, so basically that's the Feebas, you get to heal water Pokemon you have by 60, and then it has attacks for 2 energy, 60. I don't know how relevant it will be. The translation was correct, at least. My issue is that Feebas is probably going to be like Magikarp, where it only has 30 HP. That's a little too squishy for like a potential 60 energy heal. It doesn't even like, if it one-shotted Oricorio, I think then it'd be like very, not solid, but like I don't know, more relevant or more like usable, right? More playability. Love the art though. Okay, ooh, Slugma. Okay, you see in the sport, like in the leak trailer, since it was like recorded from a recording basically, I couldn't even tell this was a Slugma in that one, to be honest. Although for 2 energy, 40 on a basic, we probably wouldn't be using this. We'd probably stick with the one that does 1 energy. My boy Entei, top 5 Pokemon. If you stick around to the end of the videos, always in the time, like the end card, he's always there. Unfortunately, hopefully there's cards that like make it better, because you see, obviously it draws at the end of the turn, just like the Suicune, just like we'll see in Raikou. My only issue is the having to get it to 4 energy. Yes, I'm aware we have Magby, but maybe if they like released sort of like a Zero Aura for fires, so that there's a way of not only What's up, kiddo? Well, sorry, I'm trying to record this in like, but I got my boy right there. But yeah, so yeah, if there's another additional way, sort of like to guarantee that you could get to 4 energy rather more efficiently than just Magby, I see that it might have potential. But so far, It might be a little too slow. 4 energy is quite a bit. Just to heal, just to deal 120 is the issue, right? Alright, let's keep going. Also, you could mix any of these. I guess, actually, no, you can't mix them with Ho because it's all single energy or whatever. Let's keep on going. We got Fampi here. Beautiful art. Flail. This attack does damage to your opponent's active equal to the damage it has on it. I don't like that at all, but the art is beautiful. And then we got Stunfisk. If you're a Stunfisk fan, congrats, I guess. You got a card. Okay, and then we got Raikou here. As always, draw at the end of the turn. If it's in the active, of course. And then Voltaic Bullet, 60 damage. This attack also does 10 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Again, it feels very underwhelming. I guess technically this one is one of those that it's going to do what it does no matter what the situation in the board state is. So it's definitely the most consistent of the 3 dogs. Or beasts. I don't know. Are they dogs? Cats? I don't know what they are. But yeah, if you go Pichu into the Raikou, you're definitely swinging and doing exactly what Raikou does. For Entei, you still need more energy. For Suicune, you got to hope the benches are full. But yeah, that's the upside for him. 60 feels a little bit low, even on a basic. Okay, we got Latias. Crossing Flights, 20 plus. If Latios is on the bench, this attack does 20 more damage. So it's essentially like we have Latias, and Latios has a Farfetch or a Kartana. Then we got Latios. Fantastical Floating. If you have a Latias in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. That's pretty solid. Might be some solo battle stuff, honestly. Luster Purge, 3 energy. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Beautiful art right there. That's some thumbnail right there. And that's all we know for now. Available Thursday. Well, technically, it'll be like, for example, since I stream from like 11 p.m. Eastern to like way past the, not like an hour past the reset. For me, it'll be like my Wednesday night. So if you want to see a max opening, every set that drops, I open as much as possible. So, and this is no exception. Whether or not the legendary beasts are going to be meta or not for the content, you know. So feel free to tune in to that. It'll be Wednesday going into Thursday. That stream will have everything. Granted, I know you'll have a bunch of creators doing that. Pretty much, we kind of already knew that everything was here, obviously through leaks. But I can't wait to see more. Although usually when sets come out like this, we won't know anything else that's in the set until the day it drops. Maybe 1 or 2 more cards, like a full art of some random basic. They tend to release that as well. So hopefully you guys are excited. I'm always excited. Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, some of like my favorite Pokemon. I'm a Gen 2 guy. I grew up on Gen 2. That was my first game, so I have like nostalgia for it. Everything from Wisdom Sea Sky to Secluded Springs to whatever comes in the next mini set, I'm excited to see. Hopefully there's a Steelix EX. That's just me wanting to use my boy Onyx. Nonetheless, thank y'all for watching. Let me know what card you're most excited for or what card you want to see that has not been revealed yet. Please consider subscribing as we're so close to 1,000. Or like I said, we might be there by the time the video you see this video. And yeah. Thanks for watching and stay pro.